So we're at the Scottsdale Lone Pine War Memorial. It's really good, really interesting. All the veterans that are served are all written down the sides of the pathways. But over here, they've got a lone pine tree. There's a bit of a story to it. I'll put it on the blog. It's no good me rambling on about it, but they've carved out the men and women who served in the war, and they've carved out in the actual tree. It's absolutely amazing. There's a hell of a lot of work in it. Yeah, but it's at Scottsdale, and it's really good to see. Really well preserved, and it's just in the War Memorial Park. So we've rolled into Blackstone Park. It's a little free camp. It's probably an hour and a half out of Launceston, and it's on the way for us. So we're going to camp over here overnight, and then tomorrow we've got some mountain biking at Derby, which isn't too far from here. But this free camp's a cracker. They've got a pool. There's enough room for probably 20 or 30 vans, campers in here, but it's really good. Yeah, and across the road there's a pizzeria, there's a little pub behind us and a cafe. So we'll check it all out while we're here. Busy. Time to hit the pool?
Yeah.
Let's have a quick dip. It's been a long day driving.
Yeah, freshen up and then we'll have some wine and cheese, I reckon.
I reckon so. How is it, boys? Fresh, Franco?
We stayed over in a free camp last night, one of the best free camps I've stayed in. It's ideal if you are a mountain biker. There's loads of mountain bikers here because Derby's just a quick 10 kilometres up the road.
Not far at all.
So we've come down this morning and we've done this little platypus walk, and as you can see behind me, it's just amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Back to the facilities though, there's a free public pool. There's a laundry, there's showers, they're coin operated, there's $4. You need $1 coins for that.
Toilets.
Really pristine, clean, so it's a great little stop. I think there's even a laundromat there.
There is.
The washing machine. So
pizzeria across the road.
Yeah, the appetizers were really good. The arancini, the samosa, and really lovely lady over there.
Oh, amazing, yeah.
They've won an award.
They've won 3 years in a row.
Yeah, 3 years in a row. So there's an IGA. It's a quaint little town. If you come and buy and you're looking for a free camp, Braxton's Homes are one to you.
Well, here we go, guys, on the mountain bike trails.
Yeah. Done well. Awesome day.
Awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Derby, well worth the stop.
Put it on the map.
Put it on the map. We smashed a few blue runs. I attempted a black run, but I got shot down. Christy pulled me up. Said no, we want to make the rest of the trip.
The anchor went out.
The anchor. But no, awesome day. What do you got, bud? What do you got? How's the overnight camp stay, guys? It's a little chilly though, isn't it? There's been a bit of a weather change.
There has been.
Yeah, we've had a little drizzle of rain, but I think it's about all there is. Baxter's just making himself at home as usual.
What do you got in there, Miller? Mr. Miller.
So this is at St. Helens. What's this place called again?
St. Helens RV
Park.
There you go.
Fire.
Bay of Fires RV Park. That's not a bad spot. Pretty big grassed area where we're camped up. Over the back there's a couple of gravel spots there, pretty level and flat. I think there's water here. We're all self-contained, so we don't really need it. But yeah, we're just hidden away in the back here. We'll get moving tomorrow, hopefully get on the coastline. Yoo! How you going in here, darling?
Master Chef is cooking up a storm.
What do we got going on?
We were going to do some juffles outside on a fire, but no can do fires, so we've resorted to spaghetti bolognese and some penne pasta.
Oh, looks good. Looks yummy.
It'll cut the mustard.
It'll cut the mustard, all right.
We've had a big day on the bike, so we need a good carb load.
Yeah, mountain bike extraordinaire you're talking to right there.
That's right.
Hey?
I'll be signing autographs in St. Helens at 12 o'clock.
What, tomorrow?
Yeah.
You there all week or just a couple of days?
All week.
All week, beautiful. All right, thanks, babe.
Follow me down to the beach.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, have a gaze at this. Hey?
Wow.
What do you reckon?
Amazing.
Look at that water. That is so good.
So this morning we snagged a camp for the 4 of us at Cozy Corner North. So there's some public toilets.
Oh yeah.
Free camp.
It's very tight though, isn't it? Like tight to get a spot.
Oh yeah, it's quicker than dead.
Yeah. inside here and see what
Yes.
Christy's got going on. What's going on, Radix? Hey, Bubsy, what's going on?
Hey, I've been down for a swim.
How was it?
The water was fresh, but it was amazing.
Yep.
It was really nice. And got a bit of sun, and now I'm doing a potato bake.
For dinner. So it's steaks and potato bake for dinner tonight.
Basically, a bit of salad, just a bit of a knock-up.
Cool.
Yeah, awesome. What are you doing?
I went into town. I had to get some bait, and yeah, going to try and catch some big dogs. It's a bit windy though, isn't it?
It is. The wind has just picked up. Yeah, the wind has picked up.
But we got to give it a go.
Yeah.
Chrissy
Don't
likes
know
the
unless you
fish, so
try.
I got to give it a go.
Try and get some big dogs.
Righto, it's that time of the afternoon. Mate Frankie behind me here. We're going to try and catch ourselves a couple of big dogs. We've got a little bit of gear. We're going to head down over there to those rocks. Hopefully we can snag a little bit of salmon, maybe a couple of brimbo, but we'll see what we can get. We got a bit of inside information, didn't we, Frank, that they were catching a few bit of salmon?
We did, yes.
So
we'll give it a hit.
We'll give it a hit. Let's go, let's hit them.
Oh, that's huge, eh?
That's massive. I don't know if the GoPro can get it.
It's hard to see. It's only when he's flapping his wings you can see him. That's what the big silver bit's with. Yeah. What time is it?
It's only 27.
I'm going up to put the lamb on, mate.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
What is it?
Woo! God. Oh. Right? Yeah, that's a good tailor. That's a great tailor.
Are we gonna eat this thing?
You eat that, Franco?
Is it a tailor or
Taylor, isn't it?
I think salmon. No,
It's not a salmon, is it?
Is it salmon? I mean, sorry salmon, but I love it.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Pretty sure it's salmon.
You're the fisherman. You're having a bit of trouble there, mate.
Grab the hold of that. Franco's on, is he?
He is. Franco's on too.
Huh? That feels so weird.
You need a hand?
Ew.
Ah, I got him.
Is that poop? On himself? You see poop?
Well, another beautiful morning waking up on the coastline.
It was. I hit some of the trails this morning and went for a walk, and
She
then
did?
I went and got my swimmers on and went for a nice, refreshing dip. It was, yeah.
It was chilly, wasn't it?
Yeah. I didn't stay in too long, but it was very invigorating and I
Yeah.
loved it.
Look at her, she's as fresh as a daisy this
High as a
morning.
kite.
So we've had a bit of breakfast and we've got the crew together and we're going to head up the east coast and explore some of the trails and tracks in the trucks.
We're going to go north of Cozy's Corner today,
Yep.
just to see what's up there before we start heading south.
Because the Bay
In a
of
day or
Fires is
two.
amazing. So,
Plenty to see.
Plenty to
we'll
see.
show you.
yeah. And we'll get back to Savo and hopefully we can get another flick in the Savo and see if I can catch something. Be nice. Yeah. I got a little salmon yesterday. Show you a bit of footage of that later. But, yeah, it was only not that big. Yeah. But it was good. You can't really eat the salmon. They reckon they're good for salmon patties. That's about it. So, catch and release for me. But I'd like to get something decent. It'd be nice. So I can do a bit of batter up and a bit of fish. Yeah. But yeah, let's head off for the day. Woo.
Follow me. What a spot for a picnic.
That's an awesome spot. Table, chairs. They're set.
They are. Come on, pop.
Hey, you look a bit rugged up, honey.
Oh, it's a bit chilly. Everyone else is in shirts, but I'm a cold frog.
You are a cold frog. Have a go at that view. The sun's just gone behind the clouds.
Oh, this sand.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, I'm just going to kick the plungers off. Oh, it's like powder.
The sand on the feet.
Yeah.
Just need that sun to pop back out.
Oh, it's hot when the sun is out. It goes behind the clouds, it's cold.
How good is it that you can have your dog here, Dale?
Yeah. There is one stretch that you're not allowed to have dogs, but it doesn't really matter because there's so many areas that you are allowed to have your dogs.
Yeah, I think it's you do the right thing. You put them on a lead, pick up after them. That's the biggest key. And then we can all keep our pooches out and about, eh?
Yeah, that's it. That's when people don't do the right thing. People get frustrated and stop working.
Drop it down, 'cause face to face we'll never tell you say.
Have a gaze at that. The water is so clear behind us and turquoisey blue. Mightn't pick it up the best in the camera because the sun's gone behind the clouds a bit, but I've never seen such clear water, and we've hit some top spots, but this is a cracker, absolute cracker. Made it to the lighthouse, honey.
Long, dusty road.
You love them, don't you? A bit of Cairo.
Oh, it wasn't.
It wasn't too much.
Fine.
Wasn't too bad. How good's the lighthouse though?
It's a beautiful. Well, it's up there with one of the nicest lighthouses
I know.
I've seen, but I don't know whether it's worth the drive.
Oh, I think it is. No, I think it is. I think it's a corker. It's well built, all solid stone, and I'm pretty sure it's still operational. It's still spinning, so yeah. How cool is that?
Careful, it's coming right over. Oh God.
Say hello, Sean. Hi, Sean. How are you?
And I'm a descendant of the Reed family that have been in this area farming for 150 years. And this is the last piece of
It's about to stand behind it.
my grandfather's property that came through to my dad. And he always said he wanted this 50 acres of the bigger part of the farm. So this piece is right on the Georges River, and he died in 2002. And we said, well, we don't want this to slip out of the family. So public servants in Hobart for many years, and eventually by 2008 we'd been convinced to plant a vineyard by our winemaker friend down here at Bichonneau, and chain of lagoons where you can camp for free.
Yeah, that's great.
There's also a really new upmarket glamping place there as well. You might have to look at it from the road, but look it up on your internet.
Yeah.
To be really up. It's glamping in style.
That's great. That suits us because we're called the GlampAvans. So that suits us down to the ground. So how old was this building, Julie?
It's 100.
100-year-old.
You look by this little boy over here when he was about 30,
Yes?
and that's his grandfather,
Yes?
but he's really my great-great-grandfather.
Great-great-grandfather. Okay.
He was a comic, so I did a read of
Yeah, I'm gonna.
take a thing of that.
So we just stopped at Prior Ridge Wines. Beautiful spot, just out of St. Helens. Julie, the proprietor here, I think she's 4th generation. Her great-great-grandfather owned it. He was actually a convict. Came over on a boat, actually jumped ship. I read the story on it. Held onto a plank, floated to shore, but he still had to serve his 10 years once he got to shore before he could get his certificate to say that he was a free man. So the vineyard's been left to Julie. It's in the family, and it was so good. It was a great experience with her. They got little tasting planks. We ripped in and had a tasting plank each. Bought a little bit of wine, and off to the next destination.